Kayakers and rafters love Uganda's White Nile River, and especially its Whitewater rapids. It also provides a living for tour guide Juma Kalekwani. Before every adventure, he warns thrill-seeking tourists about the river's hazards. And then they're off. Juma Kalekwani grew up on the White Nile.
This river means a lot to me because I was born in a village near the river. As I was growing up, we never had boreholes, we never had tap water, so we were going to the river to get water for everything. I think some people appreciate what the river means to us, and others don't go deep into thinking of it like so deep in that they think of it as like a river which provides drinking water, bathing water, water for the animal, water for the crops and all that.
The river also provides jobs. Juma fell in love with water sports when he was a child. Eventually, he turned it into his profession.
It's not ancient, but it's quite where you believe that there is something to do with the river which is spiritual. It's like God. The river is like God. You go there, you pray, you ask for things, you get them. Not so much now, but I still have a little bit of belief in that. I can ask the river to give me money, I get money.
Local law has it that river gods live in the rapids. Some of these gods might play tricks on unsuspecting rafters. This part of the lake was once full of whitewater too, but then a dam and power plant were built, taming the famous Bujagali Falls. Now that the area is only good for a relaxed paddle, adventure tourism has taken a big hit.
I think Africa's going through a bit of a change in terms of them needing to be able to get, infrastructure and demand for electricity, and the Nile's been subjected to that in terms of having 2 dams being put in, and granted it creates some environmental impacts in terms of flooding and changes to tourism and those sorts of aspects, but in terms of an aspect of being able to get clean power and help the infrastructure of the local economy, it's probably a small sacrifice in terms of it.
Those who are reliant on tourism see it differently. Fewer visitors has made life very difficult in a country where 1/4 of the population lives below the poverty line.
Before was better because we as local, we don't benefit from the power. We're still using lanterns in our houses, not power, because power is even expensive on us. So it was good than now. Before we used to get a lot of clients, taking for village walk, taking for kayaking, to get them around to the falls.
Until now, Juma Kalekwani has been able to feed his family with the kayak and rafting tours. But for how much longer? Another dam on the White Nile is nearly finished. Will the river upstream soon look more like this?
My feeling about the disappearing of the rapids is quite painful, because Bujagali Falls were my ladders to get to where I wanted to be, but now the ladders are not there. So when I try to step one step backwards, I am just going to fall down into a big hole.
The White Nile is still flowing rough and ready here. It's an impressive natural spectacle, but tour guides are worried that this vital source of income could soon dry up.